Welcome back everyone to episode 12 of Blazing Our with Alumni. Today we have among us Manish Maharia, an alumni of Cambridge Court High School. Hi Bhaiya.
Hi.
Uh, Pleased to make your acquaintance. He currently serves as sub-lieutenant in the Indian Navy. After completing his 12th with 93% from the PCM stream, he cracked the NDA exam conducted by the UPSC in his first attempt and achieved All India rank 51. He completed his B.Tech from Jawaharlal Nehru University Delhi, and after repeated participation in various co-curricular activities and through his defense training, he came out with flying colors. And he's currently posted in Kochi, Kerala. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So without any further ado, let's begin with the interview session that is so awaited, at least to me. So my first question to you would be that when did you first plan about the NDA and how did it, like, what helped you get into the Navy?
So I was preparing for my JEE exam, as most of the students from the PCM stream do during their class 12. And I would say initially I had no plan of joining NDA or going into the armed forces. It was only that my uncle had filled the form for the exam and he insisted me to appear for the exam. So I just went there, I gave the exam, I cleared the returns very easily. And it was only during my SSB interview at Bangalore, my first time in a defense establishment, that I got to see what is the life, how people work in a defense establishment. And this is what actually inspired me and motivated me to join the armed forces. So this was the first time that actually I seriously planned, yes, that maybe I should give this thing a try and maybe I should go for it. Joining the Navy, so actually how this thing works is it's not that we are given any service by choice. So it is only that and whichever service will fill in the form will get it. So during filling my form, Navy was the first choice, so I got into the Indian Navy. And I had before prior that I had no specific affection for any of the service, that is Army, Air Force or Navy. So I'm happy being in the Indian Navy, and I hope I'm doing good.
So you definitely are from the what I hear about you from ma'am. And to think that it worked out so well, that means like it has worked out well, right?
Yeah, yes.
So the next question would be that how did the school help to groom you for where you are today?
So I hail from a village, and then coming to Cambridge Court, spending 12 years from class 1 to 12, it was a very nice and great experience. I learned a lot. The school has changed me a lot, and whenever I look back, I always see Cambridge Court as the milestone, as the only one thing which made me what I am today. And I'm really helpful. I'm really thankful to the teachers, to the school, to our principal Lata ma'am, to have guided me. And I'm really happy and that the school was always there for me in each and every case. If I talk specifically about my NDA training and getting into the NDA, the school had helped me in two ways. First is the academics part. The academic curriculum in our school is excellent, and so it really helped me during my written exam, and I easily cleared the exam. Second is there was not a single time that uh, uh, any teacher discouraged me for not participating in any of the sports. So I always participated in football and athletics from the school. So I was never found wanting for any of the physical test or physical exercise during my training. So I really thank the school for providing me a good base for my future.
Okay, so you are really grateful for the support from your teachers and the academic expertise and also the expertise in sports that the school has to offer, right?
Yes, yes.
As being in the school, still I think I will take that as advice.
Yeah, obviously.
So next would be that what is one thing that keeps you driven to serve our country?
Okay, being in the armed forces, serving the country is our basic duty. So serving our country, keeping the flag high. But yes, I'll say that there are bad days when our motivation goes down and we feel like quitting and not doing the thing. But it is my friends, my colleagues, the people who serve under me, my fellow officers, juniors, seniors, their motivation and how they encourage me to do a thing. It is only their motivation that keeps me going. If I would say camaraderie, which is the essence of any defense organization or essence of armed forces, the spirit of camaraderie is what keeps me going.
Spirit of camaraderie and chivalry, those sound like very noble words, and haven't experienced those myself, but if you say so, right?
Yeah, yes. You'll definitely experience them. It's not only part of any defense organization or armed forces. Camaraderie will find it in any of the organization in the corporate world, and I do hope you get good friends to work with and have a
Then I think I will
good.
look forward to it. I will look forward to it.
Okay.
So next is that what is one trait or skill that you developed after joining the Indian Navy?
So there is a saying in NDA that NDA turned boys into men. So if I have to say any trait which the NDA or Navy taught me, this list can go on and on. Discipline, leadership, multitasking. But if I'm to say only one thing, I would say that making decisions in the most difficult of time. Because being a leader or being an officer in the armed forces, you are required to take life-saving decisions when the time comes. So this is one thing the training at NDA and Navy has imbibed in me, taking decision in the most difficult of time.
Okay, so decisiveness is what is
Yeah,
the first
yes,
that you're.
decisiveness.
Okay. That's that's great. Like to be decisive. Like I have also heard from people, like I am hearing it from you and a lot of motivational speakers, that thinking fast on the spot is the essence of making like success and being good in the future, right? So that's great.
Yes,
Now,
because in the
yeah,
armed forces there are so many people working under you. Your decision does not only affect you, but around 100 people who are there under you. So you have to be very quick and firm on your decisions, and it has to result in something good. So this thing is something which the training has really helped me to do good.
okay. Now I would ask that if can you tell the viewers about the system of ranks in the Navy and the process of getting promoted to the next rank?
So the rank structure in the armed forces in all the three services, that is the Navy, Army, and Air Force, is same. The seniority is same, just the names are different. So if we talk specifically about Navy, so as soon as you're commissioned into the Indian Navy by the government of India, you will be a sub-lieutenant, and after that a lieutenant, lieutenant commander, commander, captain, commodore, rear admiral, vice admiral, and then the admiral. So the thing how promotion system works in the Indian Navy is there are two things. One is it is time based, that after a certain period of time you will get your promotion. But as the hierarchy, like most of the other organizations outside in the civil world, it's a pyramid hierarchy. So on the lower ranks there are many seats, many vacancies available, so you will find many officers. But as soon as you go up, the seats are less, so there is a fight. So initial for 2 or 3 ranks it is time based, but eventually you have to clear some exams, your merit is checked, and your how good you have done in the service, everything is evaluated for your promotion. So this is how it works.
Okay, like that is interesting because as you go higher, the competition gets tougher and tougher, but you still aim for that, right?
Yes, I definitely aim for going up in the Navy and doing uh, to serve the nation as maximum as I can.
We all trust that you can make it, right?
Okay, thank you.
Next question, the last subjective question, as I must say, would be that obviously I'm aware of the terms of confidentiality that is associated with your work. But if you can, would you brief the viewers about the basic role and responsibility that you have as a sub-lieutenant in the Indian Navy?
So I would say that obviously letters or messages which are confidential or secret or even top secret goes through my hands. But as the name says, secret, so I actually cannot tell anyone about what is there, even in the Navy or outside the Navy as well. So, but yes, sub-lieutenant rank in the Indian Navy is more like an under trainee officer. So my basic role is to see and implement what I have learned during my theoretical training at the academies, NDA or INA. Whatever I have learned, I have to see it and implement it. I have to learn practically. Till 4 years, I've done my theoretical training. So now is the time that I implement it practically. So sub-lieutenant is all about learning practical things on board ships. And obviously, I'm part of the team which take part in exercises and operations. I'm not the one to have the final call, but yes, I'm part of the team. I'm part of the discussions or presentations which are there about any operation or exercise. But yes, it's not important decision making rank. It is more of an learning rank for the initial 2 years.
So like it's the practical implementation for all you have learned over the years.
Yes, yes.
But I think it's like easier said than done, because like learning something theoretically is easy, but then actually having to apply it in real life is kind of difficult than it sounds.
Yes, obviously, when it is one thing to read on a paper that I am going and then a Pakistani ship is coming next to me, then what I will do. But when actually I'm there on board the ship and a Pakistani ship with so much of firepower and ammunition is sailing just next to me, then what is my next action? So it really is a different thing. But yes, in the officers and everything, they're helpful, and they really help us to learn things. So this is how the Navy works, but it is good.
Okay, so that's great to hear. For the last question, we have a quick rapid fire round where you have to give like objective answer, yes or no, or a single word or single sentence.
Okay.
So shall we start?
Yes, yes.
So first question is, have you ever slagged during training?
Yes, obviously there have been many times that I've slacked, but okay, my friends have been there to help me, to motivate me. So yes, I have slacked during my training.
Okay, okay. Second, when are you most productive?
So like when I am made the in charge of anything or the things are done my way, I believe I'm able to give my 100% or maybe more than that, rather than I'm under someone else's leadership or someone else is commanding me. I don't think I am able to give that much. But when things are done my way,
Mhm.
so I'm responsible for each and everything. So maybe I'm the most productive when things are done my way.
So when you lead, you are the most productive.
Yes,
That's
yes.
great. What is the first thing you do in the morning?
Morning run, 3 to 4 kilometers, always good. Waking up at morning 5 o'clock, going for a run, the
Right.
fresh air, and your entire day is rejuvenating. And it's good to have a morning run. So every day I do it. The thing is, during my training for 4 years, this was a regular routine. But now that I have completed my training, it has been drilled into my brain that morning wake up at 5 o'clock, go for a run. So it has become my habit. So every day I wake up in the morning 5 o'clock and go for a run.
That is such a great and productive habit. I must say, like really.
You should do it too. You should do it too.
Okay, sure. So next is, what was the most memorable time in the school that you still miss?
The entire school time, 12 years at Cambridge Court, it was all memorable, and I really miss each and every part of it. And but if I am to say only one thing, any one specific moment, I would say class 12th, my football team. So the practices we had, the competitions and the tournaments we went to, and the fun we had, me and my football team, it was good. So I would really want to go to that time, and that moment is something I really miss and cherish.
Must have been a great time for you.
Yeah, yeah.
So next is, if you had 1 extra hour each day, what would you spend it doing?
Okay, 1 extra hour each day. I don't know if it sounds funny to you, or may I would want to devote it for cooking. So I really love cooking, and if I have 1 extra hour each day, I would devote it to cooking, improving in cooking, and every day I would make some dish. I would go to the internet, look for a recipe, and just go with something different. I would want my friends or family to sit and have it. I would myself sit down with a pen and paper and write down that what are their views about it, because I believe this will help me improve. So cooking is something I would want to do.
Well, that is not certainly not funny, but very unexpected to hear that you love cooking. And it's great to hear that, like, being in the Navy, but you still do something like cooking, right? That's not what you would normally expect. And I also like doing it. So,
It's nice, right? It's, I really enjoy it, so I
okay.
would want to do it more often.
Okay. So, what was your favorite book growing up?
My favorite book, I would say I'm not much of a book or novel reader.
Mhm.
I used to read books and all, but not from a specific genre or anything. I would see myself more as a guy who would read articles or newspapers. But if I'm to say any book's name, I would say Harry Potter. I've read all the seven, so Harry Potter is it. It is.
Harry Potter. Great fiction, great choice, I would say.
Yes, yes.
So, if you could travel to any year in a time machine, which year would that be?
I would definitely go to 2016, my class 12. It was fantastic. It was amazing. I had a lot of fun, and but yeah, I really believe that there were few fun moments that I missed. So I would want to go back to that time and relive or enjoy those moments which I could not. So I would really want to go back to 2016.
The way you keep mentioning that time of 12th class, or of like your 12th class, that must mean it would be really nostalgic for you, and it would have been a great time for you. That's what I feel.
Yeah, yes, everything, the teachers, the school's environment, friends, we had a lot of fun. Corona was not there, and so it was a nice time. I really miss it.
Okay. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would that be?
uh, I'm kind of a spendthrift. I do spend a lot of money on maybe some unusual things. If there will be a notification from Amazon or Myntra that there is a sale, or you buy one and get one free, so I'll be the first one to order that thing. So I would really like to change this thing about myself. I would like to spend less, save more for my future. So
Okay. Slowly but surely you will get there, I think. You will.
yeah, I really hope I do.
Okay. Next, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would that be?
So the best thing about being in the Navy is you get to travel a lot, uh, inside the country as well as outside the country.
Mhm.
So I've been to Delhi, I've been up north, I've been to northeast, I've been to South Chennai, Kerala, uh, Vishakhapatnam, everywhere I've been all across the country. I've been to Sri Lanka, I've been to Dubai, I've been to Oman, I've been to Fujairah, Salala, Muscat. So I've seen many places, but I must say I've never seen any place better than Jaipur. So if I have to live somewhere, it will be surely Jaipur. The people here, the weather, everything is so perfect. So I just love my pink city.
Okay, like That was unexpected to think your hometown would be the one where would want to live the most. If you say so, because you are the one who has traveled so many places, I believe it.
Yeah, you can disagree, but uh, it's your choice. But I really hope you travel in the future and you find out for yourself that there is no place better than Jaipur.
I think that will come with experience, maybe.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. So lastly, there I will say like four adjectives, and you have to tell the first person that comes to your mind when I say that word. Okay.
Okay.
So first is dominating.
Dominating. Okay. I'll say my name because whenever we are okay, whenever we are in a group of friends or even during in my family, we are discussing something. I'm the one to dominate them, and no, things will be done my way. So I
Okay.
am the one kind of dominating the
Fine.
whole situation.
That's good to hear. Stubborn.
Stubborn. Okay. Stubborn. There is one course mate of mine. He's in the Air Force. He's an officer in the Air Force,
Okay.
Leo Varghese. So he's kind of stubborn, but in a good way. Okay, so if he has decided for something that he has to do it, he has to achieve this particular thing, then he will listen to nobody. He will let nothing in his come in his way, and he'll just go for the thing he has decided for. So he's stubborn, but yeah, in a good way.
Okay. So the kind of stubborn, like he's the man of his word. He will do what he wants.
Yeah. Yes,
That's
yes.
okay. Third is beautiful.
Beautiful, my mother. So I,
Okay.
I'll say it whenever you ask me. I'll say most beautiful women I've come across. So my mother.
Wow, that's a really good answer. I must say I expected it, but that's really a great answer. Then
Okay.
patient.
Patient. Okay. My grandfather. So he's the head of my family,
Mhm.
and he's the one to take the important decisions in my family. But I've always observed him. So since from when I was young, I've observed him, and I observe him till today. He's so kind, and he's he's so patient in taking any decision. He's so composed. He'll listen to each and everyone, take each and everything in account, and then he will take the right decision. So I really believe that yes, patient is something comes to my mind. My grandfather.
That must be a great personality he must have.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So, well, that was it. Like all the questions. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and joining us in this session. I learned a lot, and I wish you all the best for your future and a career in the Indian Navy.
Okay, thank you. And I would like to thank the school for having me.
Right.
I really always wanted to interact with the students, and I wish I could have done it in person. And I'll be going after 2 days, but definitely I'll be coming back next year. And when I'm in Jaipur, I'll definitely come to school and interact with the students. So thank you for having me.
Okay. Thank you everyone for watching. Soon we'll be back with yet another episode. Stay tuned until then. Keep smiling and stay blessed. Thank you.